Okay, we are on the island of Roatan in Honduras, and we're here for a very special reason. It's not just a cruise stop for us. We are going over to see something that we did a long time ago. We've been together for more than 20 years, and the very first trip that we did together was to Roatan. It was nearly our first date. We had just been together for a very short time, and we did a crazy trip out to Honduras. And now, 20 years later, we're full circle doing it again. And we're driving in a taxi to the other side of Roatan just to see the spot that we first went on a date on. Off the bat, in 20 years, I can see that Roatan hasn't really changed that much except for the tourism part of it. Now they have lots of these big cruise ships that come here, and they have a tourism industry, but what I'm seeing of the town so far is very similar to what I saw 20 years ago. Exactly a beautiful day, but it's definitely a beautiful island. Look at that. Wow. Certainly some memories coming up right now. Yep, this is literally where we stayed at 20 years ago. It's now been closed down since the pandemic. Real shame. But I actually stood right here on this pier and took a bunch of pictures the last time. This was a restaurant we ate at. Actually, I went fishing out here on a small boat and caught some yellowfin tuna and brought them back here, and they cooked them in this restaurant. There were tables on this pier, and this was, like I say, we'd just been dating for a short period of time. We weren't married yet, and this is our first big trip. So it's wild to come back and see it all again. It's when I say it's changed, I mean it's just closed, but it's still the same memory. In the storm, but we're back 20 years later. Love you, baby. Stopping for lobster. So if you're ever in Roatan, an important thing is to get yourself a lobster. In fact, make sure that you plan your trip to Honduras during lobster season, because this is what you want. It's pretty unbelievable here. We've stopped at a restaurant called Gio's, and well, first of all, before we order that lobster, we're going to order a drink. When we were here 20 years ago, it was something that we had never heard of. It was called the Monkey Lala, and it's a drink that was famous even then. And when we looked at this menu, here it is at the top. Monkey Lala. So Monkey Lala and lobster. $42 for grilled lobster. I mean, I guess that's pretty reasonable. Worth mentioning that when we came here 20 years ago, I just about went on a lobster diet. It's true. I was eating it like 3 times a day, no kidding. I remember, just as a point of reference for these prices, that at the time, 20 years ago, you get 3 lobster tails, and I think it had 3 side dishes. It was like 1,400 lempiras, which is about $7 US. Things went up a little bit. I mean, expected, but wow. Ooh, the Monkey Lala. Okay, the famous Monkey Lala. This is a coconut-based cocktail with vodka, cream liqueur, and coffee liqueur. I remember them as good. Let's see. Okay, let's see if it's as good as I remember from 20 years ago. I think they got better at it. And I could drink these things all day long.
Nice salad. Start us off. Let's just talk about how amazing this is. This are 3 grilled lobster tails, some mixed vegetables, baked potato, and an order of plantains. Wow. I'll let you know in just a second, but I can tell you this is going to be great.
Look at all that drawn butter. That's good. That's really, really good. As always, thanks everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next adventure of a lifetime.